1. The power of your brain. Your brain is the most powerful tool you have. It controls your thoughts, emotions, decisions, and even your future. Every action you take, from the way you speak to the way you handle stress, is influenced by your brain's wiring. Most people go through life without realizing that their brain is adaptable. It can change, grow, and improve at any age. The process of changing your brain is called neuroplasticity, which means that your brain can form new connections and eliminate old ones based on your thoughts and experiences. The exciting part is that you don't need to be stuck in old patterns. You have the ability to reshape your thinking, break bad habits, and create a life that aligns with your goals. This video will guide you through proven techniques to rewire your brain, improve mental clarity, and achieve the best version of yourself. Let's begin. 2. The science of brain change. Neuroscience has shown that the brain is not fixed. It is constantly evolving. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to rewire itself by forming new neural pathways. This is why learning new skills, breaking old habits, and improving memory are possible at any age. Every thought and action strengthens or weakens certain neural circuits. Repetitive behaviors reinforce neural pathways, while disuse causes them to fade. Studies show that meditation, mindfulness, and gratitude can physically alter the brain, improving cognitive function and emotional well-being. Even the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making, and the amygdala, linked to fear and stress responses, can change based on how we think and act. The key takeaway? You are not stuck with the brain you have, you can shape it. By adopting scientific strategies, you can train your brain to be more focused, positive, and resilient in all areas of life. 3. Rewiring your brain through thought patterns. Your thoughts are powerful. They can either create positive neural connections or reinforce negative ones. The brain does not distinguish between reality and imagination. It believes what you repeatedly tell it. This is why negative self-talk and limiting beliefs can keep you stuck. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," your brain wires itself to believe it. On the other hand, replacing these thoughts with affirmations and positive self-talk strengthens brain pathways that promote confidence, motivation, and success. One effective method is cognitive reframing, a technique where you challenge negative thoughts and replace them with empowering ones. For example, instead of saying, "I always fail," say, "Every challenge is a learning experience." The more you repeat these positive thoughts, the stronger these neural pathways become. Over time, your brain will naturally default to optimism and self-belief instead of fear and doubt. 4. Daily habits that rewire your brain. Your daily habits shape your brain more than anything else. What you repeatedly do gets hardwired into your neural circuits. This means that if you consistently practice positive habits, they become second nature. One of the most powerful habits is gratitude. Studies show that writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day increases dopamine and serotonin, brain chemicals linked to happiness and motivation. Exercise is another habit that rewires your brain. Physical activity increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that strengthens brain cells and improves memory. Sleep is equally critical. During deep sleep, your brain eliminates toxins, repairs neurons, and consolidates learning. Other daily habits that reshape the brain include reading, meditation, journaling, and engaging in deep conversations. Small changes add up. If you commit to these habits consistently, your brain will rewire itself for resilience, focus, and long-term success. 5. Managing stress to protect your brain. Stress is one of the biggest threats to brain health. When you experience stress, your brain releases cortisol, a hormone that, in excess, damages brain cells, shrinks the hippocampus, responsible for memory, and increases anxiety. Chronic stress makes it harder to think clearly, control emotions, and make decisions. However, you can train your brain to handle stress better. Deep breathing exercises, meditation, and mindfulness activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which reduces stress hormones and promotes relaxation. Another way to combat stress is through progressive muscle relaxation. tightening and releasing muscle groups to send calming signals to the brain. Additionally, practicing positive visualization can reduce the emotional impact of stressors. Instead of reacting to stress impulsively, train your brain to pause, breathe, and respond calmly. Over time, your brain builds resilience, allowing you to stay focused and composed even in high-pressure situations. 6. Nutrition and brain optimization. Your brain is an energy-intensive organ. It consumes 20% of your body's total energy. The food you eat has a direct impact on your brain's function, memory, and mood. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, help build strong neural connections and reduce inflammation. Antioxidant-rich foods, blueberries, dark chocolate, green tea, protect brain cells from damage. Leafy greens, nuts, and whole grains provide essential vitamins that support cognitive health. Avoid processed foods, excessive sugar, and trans fats, as they impair brain function. Hydration is also key. Your brain is 75% water, and even mild dehydration can cause brain fog and poor concentration. A diet focused on healthy fats, lean proteins, and complex carbohydrates will boost mental clarity, memory, and overall brain function. Remember, what you feed your body, you feed your brain. 7. The power of visualization and mental training. Your brain cannot differentiate between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. This is why visualization is such a powerful tool for rewiring neural pathways. Athletes, CEOs, and top performers use mental imagery to improve skills and enhance performance. Studies show that visualizing success activates the same brain regions as actually experiencing success. If you repeatedly picture yourself achieving a goal, whether it's giving a speech, running a marathon, or acing an exam, your brain starts preparing for it as if it's already happening. To practice visualization, close your eyes. Imagine yourself successfully completing a task and engage all your senses. Feel the emotions, see the details, hear the sounds. Doing this daily strengthens neural pathways that make success more likely. The key is repetition. The more you visualize positive outcomes, the more your brain aligns with them. 8. Developing a growth mindset. Your mindset determines how your brain processes challenges. People with a fixed mindset believe their intelligence and abilities are unchangeable. They avoid failure and fear new experiences. In contrast, those with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. Neuroscience confirms that effort and persistence strengthen neural connections, making people smarter and more capable over time. A simple way to develop a growth mindset is by replacing "I can't do this" with "I can't do this yet." This small shift rewires the brain to embrace challenges. Mistakes become stepping stones rather than setbacks. The more you adopt a growth mindset, the more resilient and adaptable your brain becomes. 9. Breaking bad habits and forming good ones. The science of habit formation in the brain. Our brains thrive on habits. Whether good or bad, they are deeply wired into our neural pathways through a process called neuroplasticity. When we repeat a behavior, neurons fire together, reinforcing that habit. The more we repeat it, the stronger the neural pathway becomes. That's why bad habits are so hard to break. They are ingrained. But the good news? Just as you formed a bad habit, you can rewire your brain to create better ones. Research shows that habits form through 3 stages: cue, routine, and reward. Understanding this loop is the first step in changing your habits for the better. How to replace bad habits with positive ones. Breaking bad habits isn't just about stopping the behavior. It's about replacing it with a positive alternative. Instead of focusing on quitting, focus on substituting. If you habitually check social media first thing in the morning, replace that urge with a healthier action, like stretching or journaling. One effective strategy is habit stacking, where you attach a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you drink coffee every morning, use that time to practice deep breathing or gratitude. The key is to make the replacement easy and rewarding, reinforcing the new neural pathway. Using small changes to create lasting results. Change doesn't happen overnight, but small, consistent adjustments can rewire your brain over time. The 1% rule: where you improve by just 1% each day, can lead to massive transformations. Small steps, like taking a 5-minute walk or reducing sugar intake by a small amount, add up. Consistency is key. Instead of making big, unsustainable resolutions, focus on incremental progress. Over time, these small changes lead to new habits that stick, rewiring your brain for long-term success. 10. Enhancing memory and focus. How to improve cognitive performance. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Studies show that activities like reading, solving puzzles, and even learning a new skill can enhance brain function. A key factor in improving cognitive performance is neuroplasticity, which allows the brain to adapt and grow. Exercise, proper sleep, and mental stimulation all contribute to better cognitive abilities. Reducing stress is also essential since chronic stress can damage brain cells, leading to memory and focus issues. Strategies to boost focus and concentration. Distractions are everywhere, but there are ways to sharpen your focus. Techniques like the Pomodoro method, working for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break, can enhance concentration. Mindfulness and meditation also improve focus by training the brain to resist distractions. Another strategy is eliminating multitasking, as it splits attention and reduces efficiency. Instead, work on one task at a time with full attention. Lastly, a diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and hydration can fuel brain function and boost concentration. The role of lifelong learning in brain health. Learning should never stop. Whether it's picking up a new language, playing a musical instrument, or exploring a new hobby, lifelong learning keeps the brain sharp. Studies indicate that people who continue learning as they age reduce their risk of cognitive decline. The more we challenge our brains with new information, the more neural connections we build. So make it a habit to read, take courses, or engage in creative activities. Your brain will thank you. 11. Social connections and emotional well-being. How relationships shape your brain. Humans are wired for connection. Our interactions with others shape our brain, influence our thoughts, and even impact our emotional health. Studies show that strong social relationships lead to better mental health and a lower risk of dementia. When we engage in meaningful conversations and feel supported, our brain releases oxytocin, a hormone that promotes bonding and trust. The neuroscience of compassion and empathy. Compassion and empathy are powerful forces that change our brain chemistry. When we show kindness, our brain releases dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters that enhance mood and reduce stress. Practicing empathy strengthens neural connections related to emotional intelligence, making us more attuned to others' feelings. Small acts of kindness, like active listening or offering support, create positive feedback loops that benefit both the giver and receiver. Why strong social bonds improve mental health. Loneliness is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's how critical social bonds are to mental health. Studies show that people with close relationships experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Strong social ties even improve physical health, boosting the immune system and lowering the risk of heart disease. So, nurture your relationships, stay connected, and invest in meaningful conversations. They are essential for a healthy brain. 12. Practical steps to change your brain. Today, simple daily practices for a healthier brain. Want a healthier brain? Start with simple habits. Daily exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improving cognitive function. Meditation enhances focus and emotional control. Proper sleep allows the brain to repair itself. And a nutritious diet, rich in brain-boosting foods like blueberries, walnuts, and leafy greens, supports mental clarity. These small daily practices have a huge impact on brain health. How to track your mental and emotional growth. Tracking progress helps reinforce change. Journaling your thoughts, tracking mood changes, and setting mental challenges can provide insight into your growth. Mindfulness apps and brain training exercises can also measure cognitive improvements over time. The key is to be intentional. Monitor your emotions, stress levels, and habits to recognize patterns and make adjustments. The power of consistency in brain transformation. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's about consistency. The more you reinforce positive habits, the stronger the neural pathways become. Think of it like carving a path through a forest. The more you walk the path, the clearer it becomes. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving focus, or building relationships, small daily actions add up to lifelong change. 13. Your brain, your future. Recap of key brain-changing techniques. Today, we explored the power of habit formation, ways to enhance memory and focus, the importance of social connections, and practical steps to rewire your brain. Each of these techniques is backed by neuroscience and can be applied immediately to create positive changes. How small changes lead to a transformed life. Remember, you don't need a complete life overhaul, just small, consistent steps. Whether it's replacing one bad habit, practicing mindfulness, or strengthening relationships, every small effort rewires your brain for the better. Final words of encouragement. Your brain is your greatest asset. Treat it well, challenge it, and nurture it. With the right mindset and habits, you have the power to shape your future. Thanks for tuning in to MindShift. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone who could benefit. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep transforming your life.